Question 21d. It's an 8-mark question. In respect to CVD and cancer, justify why the current trends exist for these diseases in Australia. So there's a couple of elements to this question. 8 marks obviously is asking you to look at it in a bit more depth than the previous questions. But the elements are obviously CVD, cardiovascular disease, cancer. You need to look at the current trend for each of these diseases. So what's happening to those? Whether they're increasing, decreasing, what sort of what features are occurring to those diseases, and then most importantly is justify why those trends are occurring. So if we look at the syllabus section that it comes from is here: the high level of preventable chronic disease, injury and mental illness problems, cardiovascular disease and cancer. So CVD, in terms of cancer, you're looking at skin, breast and lung. You need to identify what groups of risk, look at the issues in terms of what the trends are. So that's all this section here that we're looking at in respect to CVD and cancer. That's your dot point that you're working with. The key term is to justify. So support an argument or a conclusion. So you need to make a stance and say why you believe in that stance in respect to both CVD. So the stance is looking at whether or not what the trends are and why they're happening for both CVD and cancer. In your answers, we'll just have a quick look at the marking criteria here. To get 7 and 8, you need to show a deep understanding of the current trends, CVD and cancer in Australia, provide a detailed argument why those trends occur. That's a really important aspect for both CVD and cancer. Give an indication of some statistics or trends that are happening, and support with examples. So that's for you to get in that top bracket there. Those are the things that you need to do. We can look at this response here. There's an example of a really good response. Probably work on the writing, the handwriting, but they've outlined cancer and CVD, that they're decreasing, and they've told us why they're decreasing. So given some statistics, but they've also looked at both those diseases, spoken about why they are decreasing, and outlined a whole range of things. Technology. They've looked at early prevention, curative responses to these diseases, and they support it with examples without a lot of highlighting, and it's well ordered. Just to note, there was some issues with boys running out of space. If you do, everything that you write will be looked at by the examiner, so make sure you use your space, and even your dot points are going to be looked at by your examiners.